Hello everyone, welcome to Trade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty levels for 7th November, Monday. So what I've opened here is the daily chart of Banknifty. It's pretty clear, right? There is no any big analysis required. Banknifty is stuck in a range from past 1 week. That is, see, initially we had this kind of a range, but now we can extend this until 40,850 on the lower side and 41,550 on the upper side. So we are stuck in this range. So it's pretty clear, like, see, when we are in this type of consolidation, right, the only analysis that or a trade plan or something that we can be prepared for is a breakout or a breakdown of this, right? That's it. There's nothing else. See, maybe even if 1 or 2 days we are in this range, the next move on the market on the upside, if Bank Nifty has to break the all-time high, would be if we break out of this range. That is, if we break 41,500 or if we break down from 40,800 conveniently, probably we can see some lower levels. That's it. Now, what are the other levels in case we get a breakout or a breakdown that we are going to see in our 15-minute chart, like an intraday level which we have marked, that we can see on this 15-minute chart. Now this range on the 15-minute, yeah, everything is added. Now if this level breaks, right, that is 41,480, probably we might see 41,650 and 800. See, at any point again we can take resistance. So unless we break out of some level, right, we shouldn't assume that we are going to break out or it's going to reverse. See, from past few days, from past almost a week, we have been rejecting this level 41,480. Okay, on Friday, the way we opened in the first 15-minute candle, it did look like we are going to break out, but exactly from that same level we got selling. So unless the breakout happens and there is a follow-up candle, follow-up meaning, now say you get a, now just assuming, right, whether breakout, you get a nice bullish candle on 15-minute breaking this level, the next follow-up candle also should close higher. This is called a follow-up candle. Then probably we can consider, yeah, some kind of short covering of the market to go ahead. But until then, we'll have to be very careful at this level. That is on this daily chart around 41,500, and on the lower side that is 40,800. So now that range is pretty clear. Now if that range breaks, on the upper side we have 41,660 and 41,800. Now what is this 41,800 is? I'm just going to shift to an 1 hour chart. That is the all-time high in Bank Nifty. There is something wrong with this chart. Let me just shift to the 1 hour chart. See, that is 41,800 is nothing but this level, the all-time high level. Now once this breaks, what are the levels the further Bank Nifty can go up is, we don't know, right? This is the last resistance point we have in Bank Nifty because it's all-time high. So in such cases we can make use of CPR to get the levels for on intraday basis. So this is the daily CPR for tomorrow. We do have resistance at 41,900, 41,800 is the all-time high, R1, R2, R3. Along with that, we can also make use of, in case we start going higher, right? So just seeing the target on the upper side, this minimum pullback, if you check the Fibonacci retracement, the first level of resistance based on Fib is 1.6, that is coming at 42,200. So not sure if for all that to happen, obviously this range and Bank Nifty all-time high should break. Let's see if this chart is there. So that is, if these levels break out and start trading here, those are the targets that we saw. On the lower side we have n number of targets, so there's no problem. Like even if we come down, until where we can come down, we can see it clearly on a 15-minute chart. There's a strong support here at 40,877, 40,877. If that breaks, the next support is 40,600 and probably this gap area of 40,100. Now apart from this consolidation, the other thing that I want to show is the EMAs, right? See now this is the now how we can judge or like use this EMS is apart from the crossovers. Now this is the 20 MA, 50 MA and the 200 MA. The pink line is the 200 MA. If you see from the time we had this bullish move, right, now we are currently, the price is at about 50 MA on the hourly chart, hourly time frame, and we have not got a close below the 50 MA. Even on Friday it did come on hourly chart below 50 MA and went up. So this is not, we don't use the hourly chart for intraday trading, but we use it for just building the view. So maybe if we close below the 50 MA, right, the market might tend to get a little bearish, because the last time we came below 50 MA, immediately there was a good buying. So unless we close below this 50 MA on an hourly chart, the market will tend to go up and be on the look to break out on the upper side. And if you see the 15-minute chart, this is the 15-minute chart with the 20, 50 and the 200 EMA, you have a pretty sideways move, obviously, right? You have a crossover down, immediately you have, so this type of multiple crossovers you get, right, it's nothing but a sideways. That is what is happening. And the Bank Nifty on 15-minute is not closing below 200 EMA. So these are the levels that we can watch out for in case we kind of want to like make sure that the Bank Nifty is going down. Then these are the things that we can watch out if we close below 200 EMA on 15-minute or 50 EMA on hourly chart. So these are some things that we can keep an eye on. And the moment we start expanding like this, right, there's a video on my channel using EMA scalping and other things you can watch. The moment we start expanding, see the kind of move that we get. So from here I'm expecting two things: one, an expand on the upper side or expand on the lower side, along with this range breakout will be a very good, even a positional trade might work out. The range is this. This range, along with that, keep a tab on the EMAs. If the EMA start expanding on the upper side or the lower side, if you break 200 EMA, when I say expansion and a parallel channel like this, if it starts forming, right, then we are positioning ourselves for a very good trade. Maybe one intraday move can give us the entire week profit after all this consolidation. So we just have to wait for that breakout or a breakdown. That is in Bank Nifty. And in Nifty, if you look at our intraday levels, again, even in Nifty we have this kind of a range that is not the range but the resistance at 18,175. If that breaks, the next target is 18,288, and on the lower side we'll have to keep a tab on this trend line, because we have taken almost support on this trend line 1, 2, 3. Even we can consider this, and even on Friday we almost came close to this trend line and took support. So even if tomorrow we come closer to this trend line, we'll have to watch out for. But if this trend line breaks, we can probably see 18,000 again, and if 18,000 breaks, these are the levels. This can act as a very good support, that is 17,950. Then straight away we might come to hit this gap at 17,890. So there are a lot of levels in Nifty, and Nifty does respect that level. See, each time when we come to a resistance level, now say assume on this day, if we add this level mark, each time when we come closer to a support resistance, Nifty does respect that beautifully. So these are the levels that we will use in Nifty. And see, I had a couple of usually apart from all these levels that I mark, I do keep a certain bias, like a bullish bias or a bearish bias. But as of now, until this breaks out, I have no bias. Only thing I'll have to do, my plan is just wait for this kind of a breakout, then we can take a bullish bias on the market or the bearish bias.